Hi everyone, welcome to Sketchman Draws. I am Boris, and today I'm going to talk about how and most importantly why I use color palettes to paint. As to the how, you can see me color picking from the palette now, and when it comes to why, I might have mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I am an amateur when it comes to coloring. I am still learning and I'm using digital painting tools. For your information, I usually use Clip Studio Paint for my digital illustrations. I am learning by doing. In this case, I'm learning color theory, color harmony by painting digitally to see what colors I love combining together. You can search in Google image, or better yet, I use Pinterest and look for the keyword type in the keyword color palette and just select the one you like. Just start with one, just try any one of them. Of course, colors are not just for coloring's sake. They have to help tell the story or sell the story you are telling with your art. But for the sake of learning, and if you're just starting like me, or if you're just in this stage of learning how to draw, you can use this method. Just pick one combination of colors and pick a random drawing and start throwing down colors from palettes. Again, this is why digital painting is very useful. You don't have to be precious about the steps you make. You can undo the brush strokes as easily as you do them, and so in my opinion it is a great way to get your foot in coloring and painting. I guess the purists will say that you need to know how to paint traditionally, and then in order to apply that into digital painting. I totally agree. It's just that I didn't have the luxury to actually go to art school to actually learn painting, and so I'm using digital tools to paint. Like I said, so of course the traditional painting tool methods are a whole other story, but using color palette is like a gateway practice to get yourself into the intimidating world of coloring. I admit I stayed away from colors because I felt that the colors ruined my drawings. And it's true, like sometimes when you don't know how to find the right combination of colors, it can ruin your sketch or the ink drawing you're trying to color. Again, in this case, in most of these illustrations, I'm doing them for learning, so I am the person I try to satisfy first. The experience of creating art, the process is very important and has to be fun for me. I have stopped illustrations midway when I realized it started to become boring. For example, I love semi-realistic comic book style drawings, but sometimes when I try to copy the reference to get the exact likeness, and when I try hard to get the likeness, I lose the fun. I don't feel like I'm exploring and learning. It feels like I'm trying to fit my art into a box. So I suggest you do the same. And I think using color palettes, I think, is a good way to actually train your brain to see what colors work together well, and how to define color harmony and find your style. And I think it's a really great way to do that. So I'm in this period at the moment of creating illustrations every 2 days. I might even try to make one illustration per day. You can check out my portfolio on my website or my Instagram page at sketchman_boris. Doing the exercises and learning by doing also allowed me to narrow down what I like drawing, and as I grow older and grow as an artist, I'm becoming more comfortable in admitting the things I love drawing. I love drawing people more than objects, that's very clear. And that's okay. Like, it doesn't make me a limited artist, it just makes me an artist who has a lot to learn and therefore has a lot to do. I look forward each day to sitting down and drawing. I'm also training my brain. For example, I've talked about building my visual library, so it's the same principle, just know that every artist uses reference pictures. Especially when you are starting, you will use reference pictures, and slowly and hopefully your artist brain will become bored and start filling in the gaps by itself more and more. And you have to listen to that instinct you are building. As you get a lot of mileage in practice, you also get ideas on how to put together interesting forms, or in this case, by using color palette or using colors from reference photos and changing them. I am training my brain to see the limitless possibilities of combining colors in eye-pleasing ways. So that's what I'm trying to do. So there you have it. So start coloring. In case you feel like it's too intimidating, just start with flat colors and add shadows and highlights and see how other people do it. If you're like me and you like comic book art style and is interested in coloring, I want to give a shout out to another YouTube channel, Color with Kurt. I love his videos. I have learned a lot, so go check him out. I will put a link in the description to one of his videos. So yeah, so that's how and why I use color palettes. So if you found this video interesting, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time, this is Boris from Sketchman Draws, signing off.